On this picture tour of North Africa, we make only one stop in Algeria, although Air France planes cover the country, and there is much to see. During the time that remains in our film, we want to show you Morocco, the land that may prove to be the most interesting country of your flight to North Africa. Air France, the magic doorway to the world, one carrier service to 75 countries on 6 continents, the finest and fastest air service on the world's largest network of unduplicated route miles. Your first stop in Morocco is at a city you have all heard about. Until 1912, Casablanca was only a small native town, but since then, under French administration, it has grown rapidly and has become one of the most important cities of all Africa. It has been beautifully planned and laid out, and it has a climate that is pleasant the year round. Skyscrapers are going up, and they give the city the appearance of a growing American one. Buildings of Moorish design add to its attractiveness. Modern architecture fits well in Casablanca. Air France serves the whole world. Air Atlas flies the services within Morocco. The government buildings of Casablanca are constructed in Moorish style. They combine beauty with utility and are in keeping with the traditional art of the Moroccans. Modern Morocco is moving ahead, and from appearances, the European bicycle seems to be helping it along. To the foothills of the snow-capped Atlas Mountains, your Air Atlas plane takes you to Marrakesh. Its walls are the longest of any city in the world. Within them, there exists today an almost unchanged city of the Middle Ages. The big square, Jamal Fanar, during the day is a marketplace, but in late afternoon and at night, it will be crowded with entertainers of all kinds. The Koutoubia Tower, the landmark of Marrakesh, was built in the 12th century. Near the tower is the date market, a crowded place, for dates are staple food products for the Moroccans. Olives furnish the principal oil for cooking. They are still pressed as in ancient times. Red peppers are dried in the sun. They give the flavor and sharpness to Moroccan dishes. The bazaars of Marrakesh are beyond this gateway. In these partly covered streets, you will find the shops catering to the traveler who wants the exotic wares of old and modern Morocco. Water carriers still supply the drinking water to the inhabitants of the native city. We return to the great square in late afternoon to watch the mountebanks, the dancers, storytellers, snake charmers, and other performers entertain the crowds in the same ways they have been entertained for centuries. Mamounia Hotel is one reason why Air France touring in North Africa is so comfortable. The superb hotel, situated in a magnificent Moorish garden, is only one of many splendid hotels that the tourist has to choose from on his vacation flight to North Africa. The garden is a very pleasant place to relax in between sightseeing trips. A few hours' flight to the north is the imperial city of Meknes, which through the ages has been the scene of more strife than any other place in Morocco. Its walls and magnificent gates, begun in the early 12th century, are splendid reminders of its past glory. Not all glory, though, for Meknes was also the chief place of detention for Christian captives, and for 150 years, these walls confined many thousands of religious prisoners. About 20 miles from Meknes is the holy city of Moulay Idris. The town of white houses tightly crowded together on the top of a hill contains the sanctuary of the most venerated saint of all Morocco, Moulay Idris, descendant of the prophet and founder of the first Arab dynasty that reigned over the country. The town is a completely Muslim one, though a Yankee trader has added something new to the Mohammedans' diet. After you have visited Moulay Idris, you will walk through the ruins of the ancient Roman city of Volubilis. The excavations, which were begun only in 1916, have brought to life many treasures of the Roman civilization that flourished here nearly 2,000 years ago. The work has only scratched the surface, but it has already uncovered some of the most perfectly preserved mosaic pavements ever discovered. The northern capital of Morocco is Fez. It is situated in the hills at the point of intersection of the imperial high road that runs across Morocco from east to west, and the main track of the caravans that used to ply between the Mediterranean and the Sahara. Its situation, its historical and religious importance, and the wealth of its population made it the political and economical center of the Sharifian Empire. No other city in the Muslim world can approach it in interest, and it will be one of the high spots of your Air France trip to North Africa. Let us wander about beyond the gate, through the inclined, narrow streets, and imagine ourselves back in the distant past. Occasionally, a tree still grows in Old Fez. Some streets have lattice coverings as protection against summer sun. They cast strange patterns on the passers-by. Moroccans are excellent craftsmen. Their leather is world famous, and you will certainly want to include in your purchases some of the attractive gold and leather articles that are so beautifully made in Old Fez. Copper and brass work will be sure to tempt you also. The potter still works as in ancient times. Moroccan pottery is very colorful, and it is painted by hand. No two designs are alike. As you wander through Fez, you will come upon many beautiful old fountains, lovely carved doorways, and other gems of Moorish architecture. On gala occasions, Fez is decked with silken banners, portraits of the Sultan, and crimson flags of the country. Then one also sees many veiled women who have left the seclusion of their homes to enjoy the occasion. On the anniversary of Throne Day, all Moroccans forget their labors for the day and join in the spirit of the holiday that prevails throughout the land. On our Air France picture tour, we have one more stop to make in Morocco, Rabat, capital of the French protectorate. The landmark of Rabat is the Hassan Tower, once the minaret of an ancient mosque. From its top, you have a superb view of both the new and the old cities. When you are in Rabat, you will visit the old Kasbah, surrounded by walls and entered through this magnificent gate. Fine residences make Rabat a most attractive city to live in. Rabat is the seat of government of the Sultan of Morocco, and here he has his administrative department and his newest palace. The state entrance of the palace is a superb doorway of pure Moroccan design. The informal entrance to the palace is through this series of arch gateways. Nearby is a small mosque, and every Friday the Sultan, accompanied by his black guard and palace attendants, rides in ceremonial procession for midday prayers.